Good evening, everybody. We've got an elite panel here tonight. Proper real ones. DJ, how you doing, my friend?
Yeah, all good, mate. All good. Been busy, busy. Just getting through the January kind of dull and cold, and yeah, it drags, doesn't it? January drags, and when Arsenal ain't performing, it drags even more. So,
True.
Yeah, frustrating. I'm sure we'll get into it in the show, but yeah, all good, my friend. All good. Pleasure to be here with the likes of Lee and Kenny and Shane and yourself and the chat as always. So yeah, looking forward to it.
Yes, mate. Always good to have you here, mate. Big up, Mama. Hope you're well. Haven't seen you for a while. Yeah, it's Rory Neal. Guys, invert. Invert. For fuck's sake, invert. Don't pass the locker heads or get all your subs. True. Couldn't say it better myself, mate. Couldn't say it better myself. Shano, how we doing, mate? Big up, Darren.
Big up the chat. Big up to Lee and Kenny and DJB and yourself. Yeah, all good, man. All good. I spent today running around about 4 different hardware stores trying to find these certain bulbs. When we moved in, the wardrobe has these flat LEDs, but they got a long stem on them. And I can't find them anywhere, man. Anywhere. And I don't know why they put them in. Like, they're a really rare bulb, but gonna have to order them online. But first world problem. So, you know, I mean, I can't really complain. But discovered a new channel, Arsenal channel, where he just compiles all of, say, Freddie Umber's goals from one to the end, and on Ray Parler's and Limpar's and all this. Amazing. So I've been going through them. But then I heard today off the Oracle that football wasn't better back then, so I don't think I'll watch it anymore. But no, I will. Football was much better.
Can't make it up, mate. You really can't.
Amazing.
Lee,
yeah, it's amazing.
How you doing, buddy?
Yeah, I'm good, man. Thanks for having me on. Big up to DJ. Big up to you, Jez, obviously. Big up Shane, Kenny, chat. And yeah, looking forward to the show. I've just shared it on my community as well.
Cheers,
so yeah, always appreciate the invite, mate. And looking forward to it.
Yeah, you're always welcome. All you gents are always welcome, mate. It's proper real ones. No bullshit here. Kenny Ken, how you doing, my friend?
Well, I'm in shock at the moment because my brother just sent me the scoreline from Norway, and the City are getting absolutely 2-0 down in the first 25 minutes. So I'm just got surely not, but then again,
yeah, they are. They're 2-0.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe it's the snow up there. It could be affecting them. Anyway,
you're sorry to cut in, Jez. Your mate Big Steve's out there, Kenny.
I don't know. Maybe they didn't have the Norwegian version of Sky Sports out there, where they could maybe go on and maybe a ledge somewhere with some Glint fans, so he could just watch. Well, he could be told about the game.
Do you know what's funny as well? There's a Bodo Glimt fan that lives a couple of blocks down from me. He's an old boy. He's Norwegian. It's the only Norwegian I've ever seen in my life that actually rates Martin Odegaard. I said, well, you can flipping have him at Bodo Glimt then, mate. I said, give a shit.
That's why he supports Bodo Glimt.
If he was Big Steve, there's no doubt. I don't know a big Man City fan in him. Of course he did, but yeah, the day, mate. He wasn't strong enough to tell Sky to go forth and multiply.
Yeah. True.
Yeah.
That is true. Before we get into it, people, I've got a little. I wouldn't have a clue on this question, but I'm sure the better knowledge of people. This is out of the Pompey programme from the game, the third round of the cup the other week. I wouldn't have a clue on this, Kenny and gentlemen and chat. Right, 1975 we are right. It's second round replay in the against Pompey against Leicester City at the old Filbert Street, and there's 3 Arsenal players playing. Can you name them? One scores the winning goal for Leicester, and 2 of them are playing for Pompey. I would not have had a clue about these.
I can name one of them. Jez. I might be wrong.
What year?
75.
1975.
Oh, I can name. I can name
one of them. Peter Marinello.
True.
Went to Portsmouth.
Oh, that's a fucking good shout.
That is true.
Is that right?
That is correct.
I know John Samuels played for Leicester.
He did.
Oh, see, so me and Kenny's got 2.
Yeah, me and Shane, we're stumped on this, aren't we, bro?
No.
We're out of this one, mate.
Me and Kenny's got two. Who's the other one, Kenny? I've got Peter Marinello and the other one. Who's the other one?
Marinello played for Pompey.
Marinello went to Portsmouth, didn't he?
Yeah, Samuels went to Leicester. So
who's the other one?
You'd be surprised. John Samuels scored the winning goal for Leicester to win it 2-1 in extra time. The other player that went to Portsmouth, and I really did not know this one, George Graham.
George Graham.
Yes,
he did.
He left Man United to go to Portsmouth, didn't he?
He did.
George Graham.
Well, we got 2 out of 3, Kenny. It ain't bad.
Yeah.
That's good. I would have had a clue. I would not have had a clue on any of that. Anyway, I just thought I'd throw that in there for a little bit of a quick starter.
I don't know any of these. I was 2.
I was 2.
I wasn't even born.
I still take.
I wasn't even born.
Yeah, but I still take Sky's money to pick up to masquerades and Arsenal though.
I was 8. I was 8. I remember Peter Marinello. He was Scottish, wasn't he, from Aberdeen, wasn't he, or something like that? I think we signed him in 72.
I've got a better one.
From Hibernian.
Before we get to the show, I've got the last like I said, dig. I watched my first Arsenal game in 1986 when I was 22. I used to watch my local side until my brother said, well, why don't you just get on a train and come to Arsenal and spend some money? Who am I? Who am I?
Naughty.
You're killing me, man.
Naughty. Big up, Galen. Big up. Thank you for your super chat. Cheers. Happy New Year to you and the family. Much respect, my friend. Big up, Galen. Right, let's get in. I was a bit annoyed about this morning. Ethan Nwaneri going on loan possibly to Marseille.
It should be 3-0.
What is this manager doing? I mean, he brings these kids out of the academy, puts them in the first team, and then off they go. This is not the first time this has happened now. DJ, I'll come to you. I'll just go. DJ Shane Lee and Kenny. I mean, I just find this pisses me off. It really does. Lewis Skelly will probably be next. Dowman will probably be next after that. But what is this fucking idiot of a manager? He obviously does it, in my opinion. This is my opinion. He can't coach them. Go on, mate. Far away, DJ.
Yeah, well, there's no surprise with Ethan because I called it out from day one. That's why I nicknamed him Ethan Smith Rowe, because he was going down the same. If you look at his career path at Arsenal, he's identical to Ethan Smith Rowe. I mean, and I called it out from day one that this guy has got no future at the football club, and everyone was going, "Oh, Ethan signed a new contract," and everyone was getting excited about it. And I just sat back and I said, "It means nothing because this guy's got no future at Arsenal Football Club." And they'll loan him out, and he'll come back, and then he'll end up being sold to Brighton or Crystal Palace or West Ham or something like that. The problem is, if there's a player that needs a little bit of coaching and needs a little bit of guidance, this manager can't do it. So Ethan's attributes, he's obviously not tracking back, and Ethan's attributes, he's not getting defensive. He's more effective in the final third. Well, any decent coach would coach that and use it to his advantage, whereas this guy can't do it. So there lies a problem. And whenever there's a problem, he just puts them on the bench. Look at Skelly. Plays left back, gets an England call up, scores for England on his debut. He's not a left back. He could have been a really, really good, effective midfield player. He could have been an attacking midfield player. We was all saying it on Lee's show and everyone else. Why don't you turn him into like the Arsenal's like Morgan Rogers? Turn Skelly into like a Morgan Rogers, make him attacking, open low blocks up, open the game up, turn him into something really, really good. But he couldn't do it. So he put him at left back. Then Calafiori was flavour of the month. Now Nkape's flavour of the month. So he's now down the pecking order. So Skelly's going to go exactly the same way. But if you look at all the youngsters that have come through since he's been at the club, you had Ethan Smith Rowe, Reece Nelson, Balogun, Eddie Nketiah, Skelly, you know, Nwaneri. The list goes on and on and on. And none of them have blossomed fully under this manager. They've had little moments, they've had little bits to play, but that was only by default through injury. But none of them have really come on heaps and bounds up under him. So what he'd rather do, he'd rather solve the problem by just phasing them out. And he does it very, very, he does it very, very sly. Because the way he's treated Ethan Nwaneri, and I don't care what anyone says, whether he's good enough, whether he fits the system. There has been plenty of games where he could have played him for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, brought him on, started, brought him off, used him in a squad rotation, but he hasn't. I mean, there was one point last season where he was watching Tierney play on the right and he's sitting there on the bench. Now, if you look at this season, he'd rather play Timber left back than Skelly. So, you know what I mean? It's just a long line of how this manager treats his man management skills. People say, oh, yeah, but the reason why they want to sign for the club is because of Arteta. Well, we all know that's not true. It's wages, because his man management skill is absolutely dreadful. So Ethan's gone. Good luck to him. I hope he blossoms. He's going to bag 12, 15 goals max at probably more than that at Marseille. He's going to get a ton of assists. And I'll have great pleasure, and I'm sure Lee will on his show, and Shane and everyone, great pleasure in showing the stats, because this guy for the rest of the season will probably have better stats than Saka by the end of it, going to Marseille.
Good point.
If he gets plenty of game time, he'll have more assists, more goals. I'll guarantee you, Ethan Nwaneri, that's all we'll be hearing about. Lee will probably go, oh yeah, Ethan scored again. Shane, yeah, Ethan scored again, and we'll all be saying it on our channels. Oh, Ethan's bagged again. Ethan's assisted again, because all these players will go on and they all tend to kind of do better wherever they go. It's as if it's a relief. It's as if a valve has been unscrewed and it's like, oh, thank God for that. I can now play football. The next one to watch will be Eze. And I spoke to Matty today on the phone. I said, Eze now, when they all come back from the World Cup and this guy can't get in the World Cup squad because this manager's destroyed him, they'll all be gassing up the World Cup on their experiences and the great stadiums they've played in and all their experience and all that. And Eze will be sitting on the bench week in, week out, and he'll go to Bertie and he'll go on a transfer request. That'll be the next one. That'll be the next one. But yeah, getting on to Ethan, no surprise. And it's a shame, and it's Arsenal's loss, because that guy has got talent. That guy is a really, really good hot prospect. Coached and used in the right way, he would be an absolute gem for most clubs. So good luck to Marseille. That's all I can say.
Well, I'd say good luck to Nwaneri. I think it's for the betterment of his career. Shano, give me your opinion, mate.
Yeah, well, look, I'm with everything that DJB said. This manager can't coach raw talent; doesn't know how to, because it's just all about defence. The great Rinus Michels, who then obviously inspired Cruyff, who then inspired Guardiola, who then inspired the Dutch way of wanting. They were the first to want ball players all over the pitch, goalkeepers, defenders. They all needed to be able to play with the ball. Now every team is like that now, but they discovered that it was a hell of a lot easier to train an attacking player how to defend. So you get a winger to play at left back, teach him how to be a left back, than to teach a left back how to be a forward player. So when the only trait that Ethan Nwaneri doesn't have is tracking back, surely that should be the easiest one to teach him, without just bollocking him. You have to know what certain players. Ferguson used to let Cantona get away with murder because he did it on the pitch. There's certain players that you have to bend to, and there's certain players that you have to put an arm around, certain players you have to bollock. With this guy being a psychopath, he can't read emotions. It's the same for across the board for everybody. You're 17, I don't care. You know, this is the way you treat. This is the way you're treated. You know, you haven't even fully matured at that age. And he threw him in. He throws these guys in at 15, 16 to break records, and then he bins them off because he's a politician, and he knows that when it comes to being kept in a job and the 90% of plebs who still stand by him, They use things like that when you say he doesn't give these young players chances. Well, how do we have the record then for the youngest player ever? How do we have the record for the youngest player in the FA Cup? How do we have the record for the... Yeah, where are they now? Where are they now? They're nowhere to be seen. And Saka, his only success story, for me, is his biggest failure. Saka should be at that level that people say he's at now. He should be world class. He should be bagging massive numbers, but he's broken. He doesn't have his burst of pace anymore. His morale's down. He's never changed his game, ever. His game has never adjusted. He's never added something huge. Remember Cristiano Ronaldo at United? He came back that summer and he had beefed up and he was just a different player. And then the next season, he added things to his game again. Terrible left foot. Oh, he's got no left foot. Oh, we'll see. Next season now, he's banging in goals with his left foot. Oh, yeah, he's not good in the air. Next season, he's one of the best headers of the ball. Now, I'm only using him as a yardstick. I know Ronaldo's a different level. But most players, Eden Hazard, all these guys, each year you see them adding something to their game. Harry Kane, my big criticism of him when he was first coming through at Tottenham was he's too greedy. The guy's too greedy. Like Defoe, he's too greedy. Two years later, he's assisting 20 goals a season. You know what I mean? Because he adjusted his game and he improved because he had managers that knew how to improve him. And I see that with all of these youngsters. He's too stubborn now to move MLS into midfield. Instead of moving him into midfield and, you know, convincing Tierney to stay or just signing another left back like Mitchell or Palace or something, he signed Norgard instead of just moving MLS into midfield. And it's just a stubbornness. It's just well, I've said he's a left back, so from now on he's a left back. Okay, well, now he's a left back that won't even be getting on the bench when Hincapié and Calafiori come back. Ethan wasn't even loaned to a Premier League club because he's afraid he'll ball out for a Premier League club. This is all on him. That's all that is. He's afraid that if he loans him out to Bournemouth and Iriola gets a song out of him, or loans him out to Glasner and Glasner gets a song out of him, imagine him getting Young Player of the Month or, you know, something like that. This guy would take that personally. And people say, "No, you're crazy. You're crazy." I'm glad that he's gone to Marseille. If I'm being truthful, because the Zebri plays different systems all the time. He's averaged, I think, with 2 10s a lot this season, which would be perfect for him. It'd be him and Greenwood behind Aubameyang, which is a better front line than ours, by the way. And two of them used to play for us, right? But he plays 4-3-3, so we get a bit of time out the wing. He'll get a bit of time in the 10. And the Zebris, and I like Gianni is that guy knows so much about football. He's insistent that the Zebri is the best Italian coach for a long, long time for tactics and things like that. So he'll get the best out of him. But the thing is, with this, why didn't he just loan him out before now? Why didn't he loan him out in the summer? He knew he wasn't going to play him. But his stubbornness insisted that he kept him instead of just loaning him out. So he held him back. He's taken 6 months off his progress. Loan him out, throw him to a different country. I don't want to have to deal with him playing well. I don't want to have to deal with him proving me wrong. And I'll finish on this, and it's slightly off the point, but all of these guys now are coming out about City spending, $500 million this, $500 million that. We've just loaned Zinchenko out again, right, until he runs his contract down. If you include his wage, we've lost 63 million on that guy, right, with transfer and wage. Nobody's talking about what a flop that was. You know what I mean? So for me, this guy's transfer, again, he's gotten a golden generation of youngsters and he's done absolutely nothing with them. You think of Maitland and Niles, not the best players, but surely he could have done a job. Smith Rowe, we've gone through them. There's 7 or 8 of them. Not only has he not improved any of them, he's destroyed several of them and then just binned them off for next to nothing. So for me, I'm glad Ethan's gone. I will be covering every game I can of his. I hope he succeeds because I think that potentially he has more potential at his age than Saka did at the same age. But it's been stunted by a year now. He's wasted a year. And mentally, I wonder what the damage is being done, just being barked at all the time. But we'll see. We'll see how he does. I'm pretty sure he'll ball out because I think he's a top player.
I agree with you. I mean, I think it's a good move for Nwaneri. Future his career. Lee, two-part question, mate, really. And I'll ask Kenny the same thing. Can you think of one player that in Arteta's tenure that he's actually improved? I can't. I think players have regressed. I mean, we had a Golden Boot player, Aubameyang. He went backwards, played him out of position. He wasn't happy. I think, you know, personally, it's a great move. I mean, Nelson's saying here, this loan made Saliba one of the best centre backs in the world. I'd not disagree with you on that. One thing I do disagree here, Nelson, Arteta knows what he is doing. I don't think he's got a bloody clue, Lee, do you?
Nelson's
If he had,
trying to troll
sorry, Lee,
again.
but Lee, if he had kept Saliba for that last Marseille season, we probably would have won the league because we had Rob Holding. So he fucked up.
That was the
That was
excuse why we
Saliba's
didn't
best
win the
season.
league, because we had Rob Holding playing.
Yeah.
That's why. That's why we didn't
Yeah.
win the league.
Yeah.
Yeah, same Nelson that said that in my chat. Oh, we had Rob
Yeah.
Holding. You said that a few weeks
there
ago.
you go.
Don't even lie.
Exactly. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, make your mind up, Nels. Yeah, put the weed down. But no, listen, I think that's the best move for him. Get him out of this dead league. Yeah. I'm surprised we didn't loan him to a Bournemouth, a Brighton, a Brentford. Keep him around the corner from us. Like, just in case we want to call him back. If we could potentially call him back, we'd probably have to pay anyway. But to get 4 million, I don't think this is an Arteta thing. I think this is on Berta. Yeah, and I think it's Berta that said no. And obviously, Aubameyang's there, Greenwood's there. They've just signed Timber's brother. Funny that, because we've got linked with him. How's that gone?
Exactly.
Timber's brother's a baller as well, by the way. He plays in midfield, absolute baller. Yeah, so they've got a good team. They've got Greenwood. They got, I think I just looked a minute ago. They're 8 points off the top of the league. Yeah, Lens are still top. Marseille, third, PSG sandwiched in between. Yeah, Greenwood and Aubameyang have been on smoke all season. Now, if they've got Timber's brother in there and then they've got Ethan in there, he's going to get game time. 100% he'll get game time. And he'll be allowed to play with freedom. Yeah, De Zerbi's a madman. De Zerbi, like, you see Arteta screaming and shouting at players. Apparently, De Zerbi's just as bad. However, the one thing De Zerbi does do is let them play football. But he doesn't stick to a rigid formation. 1 minute you see Aubameyang on the right, then you see him on the left, you see Greenwood up front. They all rotate. Me and Matty watch this shit all the time. All the time. So I think it's a good move. I think that's the best move. Yeah, because it gets him out of this league that is crap and robotic. He's going to be able to provide for Aubameyang that we know can score. Greenwood's a baller anyway. And I think he is the top scorer in France, isn't he?
They're all right, yeah.
I think he is the top goal scorer in France. I'm pretty sure he's the top goal scorer in France. If he ain't, he's up there. Yeah, so listen, he's gonna enjoy playing in the same team. So we'll see, man. Yeah, Greenwood's got 12 goals this season. He's top. There's a guy called Pacinelli at Strasbourg second. Yeah, and it's like I think that's a sick move. And to get 4 million, for a 5-month loan, I'll give Berta props for that.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, because I don't think this is on Arteta. Yeah, I agree with what you guys were saying, DJ and Shane, about the way that these little gimmicks. He brought Ethan on just to piss Ivan Toney off.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is nice little kickabout with the boys. It's the only reason he brought him on.
Yeah.
Well, Haaland's just missed a sitter. That's the only reason he brought him on. Skelly, your pathway into the team is to play left back. Aiden Heaven is now at Man United. Chido Obi, our fans were gassing this guy up like he was the next R9. Yeah, well, he can't even get in the flipping Man United squad. Yeah, so that one, cool. We can give you a pass on that one, mate. But Aiden Heaven, Man United fans, go and ask him. Yeah, they think he's class. Yeah, we could have had him as backup centre back. We didn't need to go and buy any more centre backs. Yeah, or we could have kept him anyway. Yeah, we could have played. Talking to Nelson, where's Reece?
Yeah,
where's Reece? Oh, he's at Brentford. Oh, okay, cool. How's that worked out? Because we're paying this guy nearly £100,000 a week. Yeah,
6 hamstrings in a year he had a couple of years ago.
So I'm saying, yeah, the list goes on and on and on. Yeah, and I think Berta's pulled that one. Yeah, because I reckon that him and his agent have probably had a kickoff, because I don't think that dressing room's happy, mate. There's a lot of players in that dressing room. Norgard, Norgard's played 31 minutes. Big up Shane for the stats. Someone in your chat put it in your show yesterday. 31 league minutes. Yeah, okay, cool. He's gone up to 65 grand a week from 40 grand a week. But I'm pretty sure he wants to play football, mate. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he wants to go to the World Cup, by the way. He was captain at Brentford. He's kicked ball 31 minutes in the Prem. Like, he's probably sitting there ripping his hair out. Yeah, his man management stinks. Yeah, and he's relied on Saka bailing him out and bailing him out and bailing him out. Yeah, for the last 5 years. Yeah, well, unfortunately for him, Saka ain't doing shit this season. In the last 29 Premier League games, Saka scored 5 goals. Since the day he come back from his injury, he has scored 5 goals in the Prem. Do you know how sad that is? Yeah, it's actually an embarrassment.
A couple of them are penalties as well.
Yeah, and he's got 5 assists. How many of them are corners? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, the way he's managed this squad is a joke. The fact that we're top, fair play to him, fair play to the players, because I don't think we've been good. Yeah, But at the same time, it just shows how shit this league is. Yeah, and I don't care if the league's shit. Yeah, if we win it, the league was shit last season. Liverpool said, "Bun that, we're winning it anyway." Yeah, ask any Liverpool fan if they care everyone was crap. Yeah, they don't. They won the league. All they say in the history books is Liverpool won the league. Yeah, and it'd be the same for us. But at the same time, like the way we're playing, Ethan was never going to get a game. Yeah, and Noni Madueke is going to be on this list soon as well, by the way. Yeah, because despite that guy tracking back, he don't do nothing going forward. Yeah, Eze don't track back very well and barely gets a chance going forward. Yeah, but his little teacher's pet Odegaard can do no wrong because he presses and he tracks back. Yeah, cool, good one, mate. Yeah, Saka can't do no wrong because he's his boy. Yeah, same. And the one player, just to answer the first question you asked me, name one player who's improved, I'd probably say Gabriel Magalhaes. But at the same time, that's because he's got a competent centre-back next to him, whereas before he didn't. So, and he stumbled across that because he had Ben White next to him, who can't defend the centre-back. Exactly. He had the centre-half next to him that can't defend. So he shoehorned Saliba into the team, put Ben White out on right-back. As soon as he signs Timber's in, Ben White's dropped. Yeah, now, because he don't trust Skelly, he's playing Timber, the best right-back in the league, at left-back, who looks out of water, fish out of water. Put Ben White back in. Yeah, mate, if Wenger was doing this, we'd be going crazy.
Yeah.
Do you remember how many times we've seen Wenger putting square pegs in round holes? Yeah, and let's be real, we're 6 years deep into no trophies. Yeah, a trophy drought. That man, Wenger, went 9 years. Well, we're 2/3 of the way there, lads. Yeah, and everything's rosy. You know, people can say, well, that's because we're challenging. Cool. Wenger won 3 trophies in his last 5 years and was in a title race.
A couple of
What
times.
we're doing it. All right, it's embarrassing. I hope we win the league. I actually think we'd have a great chance of winning it. Yeah, and the best thing that could have happened is even getting out of the club. I said it on a fan cam last season. I said, bruv, phone your agent, get out of the club. Dalman, if you and your agent are watching, you do the same, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, real talk. Yeah, because that Dalman is a baller. Yeah, and he ain't going to get any games.
Go to Barcelona.
Where's he gone? Kenny, give me your view on this one, and we're going to talk about another before we talk about tonight's game.
First and foremost, in terms of improving players, I think what's happening is that Mick Arteta, the press, he had a free reign for probably the first couple of years of his reign. The last 3 years, the pressure's been insurmountable. This season, it's insurmountable. There wasn't time for any player to develop. You were fit into his system and you're out. And in terms of like improving players, yeah, Gabriel Magalhaes has definitely improved.
He's frozen.
Yeah, the top Gooners have got him.
No doubt.
That he's probably performing better than Saliba. Oh, back.
Oh, back. No, you're back.
He's back.
You're back.
Yeah. Sorry about that, everyone. Yeah, so basically, Gabriel Magalhaes has improved. You can't deny that. You know, I suppose you can say, like, before his injury, Saka developed under him, you know, in terms of, like, developed his game. And that's about it. But the thing with Mick Arteta, when you talk about improvement, Mick Arteta has got, like, a rigid way of playing, of how he wants to play. He wants us to be excellent. He wants us to be excellent off the ball, difficult to beat. He wants to be organised. And he basically only wants us to attack, but where we have a chance of not giving the ball away. If we're going to give the ball away, then it's going to be the same old Pep style: keep the ball, and then make the cross until someone else is in space. That's how we play. And so, when you're looking for players to improve, well, they don't really improve. They're just being, how to say it, lobotomized into his way of thinking. They're clones of each other, our players, especially, you know, our defence. But in terms of, like, Ethan thing, you know, DJ, you're right. And in terms of him going, look, if you've got an expensive asset, there's no way that expensive asset should be sitting on a bench or not even being in the squad doing nothing. He has to play football. He has to be productive, because you've got to look at it this way from a business point of view. Every player has to be in a shop window. Even the players you want to keep have to be in a shop window, because a player like that, if you're given a 5-year contract, if he's not playing games, you're going to find it very difficult if you decide to sell Ethan, or Ethan decides he wants to move. So he's got to be playing football. And I've said it many times, it's a waste of time sending our players to Premiership clubs because they're not going to get games. Because simple reason is that the level of facilities, the level of football between Arsenal and other Premiership clubs, especially clubs outside the top six, is night and day. He's not going to go to a top six side, so he's going to go to sides probably from number 10 downwards, so 10th place to 20th. Those facilities are not the same. They're under pressure to stay in the Premiership. Half of those teams in the bottom 10. So he's not going to have time to develop. They're going to think he's not strong enough. He's not going to be able to track back. He's not going to get stuck in. So that he's not going to get games. You might as well send him to France where the football's better. He's got a coach like De Zerbi who will play him. It's a no-brainer. Ethan going there, and if he blossoms, if Arsenal decide that that we can get money for him, it's a win-win for Ethan. But the fact is, I don't think it'd be Ethan's choice. Ethan will want to be part of what he believes could be a team that's going to win a title and could be a team that gets to a couple of finals. Not sure about the Champions League, but the League Cup is very, very realistic there, and the FA Cup's there. If we can get in the fifth round, it's on. So I don't think you want to do it. But again, you're right, Lee. Berta would definitely think, you know what, this is a business now. You know what I mean? And then Ethan as well would basically say, "Oh, come on, you could play with Greenwood, you could play with Aubameyang, and you get games. It's no brainer for him, is it?" But I've heard on good authority that Ethan and his people would have wanted him to stay.
Okay, fair enough. I'll just couple of things in here. Big up Martin, mate. Thanks, mate, for your super up Jez Pamela in where he needed that loan badly. I agree. I actually totally do agree with you on that one. I do think it's a good move for him. So yeah, Fly Boys, you guys better be on it on Sunday because I'm telling you, United will be up for it, and we smell blood coming from Man United there. Yeah, I think that's going to be a tricky one. I forget the other question I was going to ask. We've got a big game tonight. Question is this, DJ. We've already qualified. We're through. We're there. Would you, bearing in mind we've got Man United come up and what Man United did to Man City at the weekend, would you drop a lot of players and put some kids in there? Good option for Downman tonight. I know he's in the
I mean, whoever's fit, but I mean, look, at the end of the day, this is his chance to experiment as well, because we've earned the right. Let's be honest, we've had a good Champions League campaign. So the Champions League campaign is, it's pretty spot on. So we've earned the right now to kind of rest players in key areas, and we've earned the right to experiment. I mean, one of the biggest things with this football manager is he doesn't change his tactics. He doesn't change the way he plays, and he's got a chance in this game tonight just to change it up. Gorkarez is out of form or he's not scoring goals. Play two up top. Try something different. He's got a chance to experiment in these games now, but he's definitely got a chance to rotate the team. Will he do that? Well, we'll find out very soon because I suppose the team will be in very, very soon. I'm hoping he will. I'm hoping Eze gets a start, and then if he does get the start, he's got to shine. He's got to prove that he's got a place in this team. So whoever comes in has got to do the job. I think Norgard should get a start, and I'd play the young fullback, Salmon. To be honest, I'd give him a go. I'd start him. Perhaps not all the game. Perhaps bring him on. Take him off 55 minutes, something like that. But I'd start him, see what he can do. He took the risk with Skelly the other season at fullback. I wouldn't be too bothered if we lose. It depends on how we lose, obviously. I don't want to see us lose tonight, but I can definitely see him making a few changes, or he should be making a few changes. I don't particularly want to see Rice. Not at all. I think we're going to need Rice fully fit for against Man United. He's already expressed that there's players with injuries. he knows there's players that are carrying injuries. He knows that players are struggling through games. So rest them. Don't play them. Don't need to. You know, we're going to qualify, and it is a great chance. Or if you're not going to rest certain players, try something different. Play set up differently. See how it goes. See whether you can get Gorkarez scoring and get his confidence up. Let's see how it goes. But yeah, that's where I stand. You know, he can't play Nwaneri now, can he? So that's that option's gone. So he's got to start with our first choice, if you like, whether that's Madueke or whether that's Saka. So he's lost that opportunity now. So if he starts Nwaneri, if he starts Madueke and he gets injured, then we're down to bare bones again. We're down to no squad depth because all we'll have is Saka because he's let Nwaneri go. Nwaneri's gone on loan. So this is what people don't realise, see? They go on about, squad depth and everything else. Well, the right-hand side is back to square one again because if Madueke gets injured, Saka's got to play every game. So there you go. That's that gone.
Sorry to cut in, yeah. I've just seen Syed, the most pathetic thing. You think we got problems at Arsenal? I have just seen something. Liam Rossigna, the Chelsea manager, or Rossigna, as Kenny would pronounce it, has got one of his coaches wearing a sticker on his forehead in training saying always connected.
Really?
Yeah, he's the new Arteta. He has them building Lego and all this.
He's
Man.
got
He's the new
a piece of
Arteta.
paper stuck on his forehead.
He's the new Arteta, isn't he? This is
He
what
is the
I'm
new
saying.
Arteta. Oh, yeah,
These
I'll put it on
managers
in
Instagram.
the Premier League. Imagine
They're
Ancelotti
mad,
doing that at Real Madrid.
They
These
are
fucking
mad.
new age
They're
coaches,
mad.
man, they're an absolute disgrace. They've all learned off this guy. They've all got the Arteta starter pack. They go, well, he's kept the job 15 million
They've
for 5 years.
signed up
Maybe
to the Arteta.
Teams are out.
Telling
Teams are out.
Have you bought your new merch? Have you bought your new merch, lads? Do you have a horse merch?
Yeah.
Teams are out.
Go on, Kenny.
Oh, Kenny.
That's it.
Ridiculous.
Right.
Yeah, but
In
rotate.
goal, we have
Rotate.
In goal, we have Raya.
Oh, here we go.
Centre halves are Saliba and Mosquera. At left back, we have Marzu Skelly. At right back, we have Jering Timber. And midfield is Zubendi, Eze, and Mikel Marino. Our front three, up top is Gabriel Jesus. Either side of Gabriel Jesus is Leandro Trossard and Bukayo Saka.
Saka,
Who knew?
Well, at least the captain's been dropped.
Yeah. Just means he's playing against United.
Dear.
There's still a lot of big guns in there, though, isn't there? You're still playing Timber. You're still playing Raya, which I'm surprised Raya's playing. Be honest with you.
Rice has been.
He wants to win this game. He's desperate to win this game.
We have to win.
He said that if we get a win, we finish first or second, which gives us an easier draw.
Yeah, but he wants first because he wants to say, I finished top of he is.
Yeah, I'm the best in Europe. The PSG bench told me last year.
He knows that the top Gooners are used to keep him in job. Every time you argue with the top Gooner this season, we're top of the league and top of the Champions League. What's wrong with you? He knows that. He knows that that's used to protect him. So he's desperate to get.
No Gorkarez.
No, he's on the bench.
Nah, rightly so, though, to be fair.
Gorkarez is the bench.
Nah.
Yeah, but Mosquera was pushed back. He was
What's that?
Sorry?
I'll get the Inter team, but come on, guys. Gorkarez couldn't hit a barn door from a yard.
No. Yeah, I would have done that. So, to be fair.
Have you lost faith in him, Kenny?
I never had faith in the first place. I knew this would work. You guys know it. I told you all that it wouldn't work.
Yeah.
I am taking the piss. Shano, give us a breakdown on. Well, we know the team, starting team. You know, I'm a little bit. I think, well, for me, if I'd been the manager, I'd have stuck a few kids out there tonight, give them a go. We've qualified.
Yeah,
right? The job's done. So just why? Look, fuck me. Why play Saka? He's been dog shit all season, right? Was it on your show or it might be on Lee's? I can't remember. His performance has been bloody useless. He does the same move every single time. And go on, mate. I just get.
Sorry, Shane. Before you go, Ethan's on the bench.
Nwaneri.
He's on the bench. Yeah, he's on the bench.
Maybe it hasn't gone through yet. Then
Ethan is on the bench, guys.
Well, it's a proposed loan. It's nothing to decide. It's a proposal. It's
yeah, but I
people
mean,
see-
he hasn't been on the bench the last 2 games, so why put him on now? You know what I mean? He hasn't
Oh,
put
I'm
him on the bench the last
trying.
2 games. Yeah,
This is again proving.
you probably bring him
I
on
can
now and
use
say,
him.
"Oh, yeah, that's all it would be," or to show Berta, you don't sell him under, or don't give him away under my nose. Maybe I don't know. But as for the match,
Well,
I
he
expect
might
him to go
take
stronger.
Gyökeres from the bench as well.
Yeah, I expect him to go stronger. I thought Rice would play. I thought Eze or Odegaard. I wasn't sure, but I thought Rice would play. I knew Saka would. I said Trossard would, and I said Jesus would. I didn't think he'd play Lewis Skelly. I thought, because I just think he doesn't trust him. But in Europe, it's a bit different. He's not as high pressed. He does okay. His best games have come in Europe this season, actually, Lewis Skelly. But for me, he is obsessed with getting this first place. He knows if he loses and Bayern win by a few, they could go top. And then he's dreading not being top. Nothing to do with the draw. It's to do with him being able to say it, him being able to be protected with it. Because he has his PR team that are out there, and every time it's in a chat and someone says, "Oh, I can't believe you want him sacked. We're top of the league and top of the Champions League." And he knows all this. But I'd go stronger, but he's still gone strong enough. Inter are tough away from home. Unless we get a set piece. We've been okay in the Champions League scoring without set pieces. To be fair, they play differently. But as I was saying to Lee and the lads, out of the 22 league games we played, we've only taken the lead 4 times without a set piece. That's it, 4 times without a set piece. Then we've scored from open play after we've scored a set piece, and they've come out. In the Champions League, we've been a bit different. But look, we'll see how it goes. I wouldn't be strapping myself in for an all-time classic. That's for sure. Inter are already they get forward when they want to. I don't think with us crowding the box with Chanaloglu, he'll just be ripping shots in from all over the place. But I think it'll be the same old. Try and get set pieces, get in their face. I'm worried for Mosquera. I'm very, very worried for Mosquera. He was weeks away last week. Didn't train up until he was on the bench. Now he's trained for a while. I worry for him. He was rushed back because the pressure came on a bit. Where's Mosquera? And he suddenly reacted and he's suddenly on the bench. So don't be surprised if he breaks down again. I'm glad Ben White's getting a rest because he can't do 4 or 5 games in a row. But like we said, he's just bringing one flog player in for another. That's what he does. One flog player in for another. The rotation is too late now. And you're getting all these mutants online saying, oh, I can't believe Rice and Saka are on the plane. Why doesn't he rest them? Really, now you're going to say it's too late now. You're in the middle of it. You have to rotate from the start. It's too late now to start. All you're doing now is a little bit of damage control. That's it. It's not rotation. You can't protect them. It's damage control. So all he's doing is pulling out a player who's probably taking a knock. He put Saka on the bench against Forest, and then admitted that he had a knock, and he didn't put Ethan on the bench. So look, we'll see how it goes. I think it'll be 1-0 either way. 1-0 either way, or 0-0. I don't see anything else really, if I'm being honest with you. But sure, we'll strap in and see what happens.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be a great. Big up, Matty. Thanks for joining, buddy. As always,
Matty.
Oh,
Lee. I mean, are you happy with that? I mean, personally, for me, I would have put a few kids out there tonight. I would. I would have started. I would have started Nwaneri. I'd have had Max Dowman out there. I mean, why not?
No, Dowman's injured.
Oh, was he? Oh, well, fair. That's
Yeah.
what I know. Go on. Lee, far away.
Man City getting carved open every time, by the way. Still 2-0. Should have been 3. Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I ain't really fussed about this game. If I'm being completely honest. Win, lose, or draw, it's a chore. I'm a poet. I fully know it. It's a chore that I'm sitting here. It's my job that I'm going to be sitting here. Hopefully, Matty and Ola are going to bring some vibes because we're all going to be bored out of our nut watching this one, mate. You thought Forest was bad. Yeah, this game's probably going to be even worse, mate. 2 teams that don't like fucking attack football. Yeah, they like just passing the ball around. Yeah, and then scamming goals. So this ain't going to be a classic. I'll be shocked if it is. Hopefully we get the win. We've only conceded 1 goal in this competition as well out of the 6 games. So
Bayern, innit?
Yeah, that was the Bayern game, and we don't want to play them. Trust me. Me and Matty were watching them the other day. We do not want to play them again. But I'll be honest, like, I ain't really too disappointed with the lineup. Yeah, Gabriel's been put out of the team. Didn't really want to see Timber, but again, Ben White can't play that many games in a row, and Rice is getting a rest. So it's what it is, man. It's what it is. I'm surprised Saka's starting again, but then really, am I? Not really. Probably not. The captain's been dropped. About fucking time. Yeah, it should be dropped off. Yeah, at the nearest third division team to Milan. Yeah, and tell him we're giving him a late Christmas present, mate. There you go. You can keep him. I'm surprised Ethan's in the squad.
Yeah.
Considering he's going to Marseille.
Very surprised.
Surprised he's on the bench. But again, this manager will probably bring him on. See, look, I did play him. I don't know why he wants to leave Berta. I don't know why you want to get rid of him on loan, Berta. Yeah, everything about this guy is premeditated, mate. The guy's a snide.
He is.
And he's going to come unstuck at some point. If he don't win the league this season, mate, it's curtains. And he won't ever get 15 million a year ever again. He'll probably take a sabbatical for a couple of years and go and manage some shit team in Spanish fifth tier. So here's what it is. But yeah, I ain't really too asked whether we win it or not tonight.
It's a dead rubber. I said this to you the other night, Lee. We've qualified. It doesn't matter whether you draw, win, or lose.
Well,
this.
it was 3-0, but it's been disallowed.
Yeah, disallowed, offside, yeah.
Do you know what it is, though, Jezza, before Kenny comes in? What I said this morning was, I'd take a loss tonight if it meant resting a load of players over a win with the full team playing. You know what I mean? Like, I'd rather pull out 7 or 8 players for United and lose than win with the full team, because the United game is so much more important.
We need 1 point to qualify. We're playing Kyra at home next.
Yeah,
I mean, come on.
It's done. And that's
us
if
six,
that's
us
every
six and
result
5 others.
a certain way.
We could pick 5 others out the chat, add it to us 6, and we're beating Kyrat.
Yeah.
True.
So
very true. Kenny, give me your breakdown this game tonight. You happy with the team? What do you think is going to happen?
Look, as much as we're saying, like, it don't matter, Arsenal have got to win every game, because in reality, if we stink the place out, fans will go mad. The fans who have travelled all the way from London to Milan,
they don't get it.
And it's a situation where, because it's a Champions League, because it's Inter, we want to make an impression, we want to put our stamp in it. So, you know, Arteta's he's gonna go not to lose. He's gonna know how Inter are going to shape up. You know full well that their wing backs are going to be key. So he's gonna need protection from Trossard for Mazu Skelly. Yeah. And, you know, Saka's going to have to protect Timber as well. And the midfield just got to work their nuts off. We've got to keep the ball really well as well. Marino, you know, he's shown what he can do, and he can keep the ball. And Eze just has to sort of, like, if he wants to get back in his team, he's going to have to make some sacrifices. Like, he's got to make sure that he does the dirty work off the ball. And Jesus, it's your chance, mate. 'Cause I'll tell you one thing, there's a vacancy up top, whether we like it or not. As much as whether a service is provided or not for our strikers, the fact is that it's good in terms of results in the league and in Europe, but long term it can't carry on. A player who we bought for a lot of money just not, you know, fitting into our system. So Jesus, it's on you, mate. You know, like I said, not only have you got to sort of do the dirty jobs, but you also got to do what you do better than your careers, which is create chances out of nothing. You're not fit as your careers is at the moment, but we need your football intelligence, you know, in order to create things and to get, you know, Saka and Trossard into the game. So this is what I'm going to say. But one thing I would say, I would expect either a 0-0 or Inter to win 1-0, because simple reasons that they'll play their big guns, they'll be on the front foot, and they'll be excellent with their set pieces and very good against our ones.
Good point. Matty, thanks for joining, my friend. I know you had some phone calls and business to do today. Mate, Inter Milan tonight, San Siro. What do you think, mate? What do you think?
Just get it over with so we can get to Sunday. I'm more concerned about Sunday than I am tonight. I'm kind of like Lee, you know, we'll probably be joking tonight, watching other games, you know, just kind of shooting the breeze, as per se, man. I would have probably started with the kids personally, but it is what it is. I guess the main thing is go out there, take into account for yourself. You're still wearing the badge, so go out and put in a decent performance. Get out of there, no injuries, because we don't need any injuries in a game like tonight.
Yeah.
Like this game and the Kyrie game, you just don't need any injuries. Preserve everybody. Get ready for Sunday. Sunday's game is massive, and we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Inter Milan are gonna probably come out. They've qualified as well, so like Lee said, it's probably gonna be 1-1, something boring, long, and that'll be it. Sunday is a different matter of things. I was listening to some of the conversation here on the way in. I heard talking about Nwaneri, and I am thrilled. I am over the moon because as Lee stated earlier, we watch enough of our state to know that he's gonna go over there and play some football. So I'm looking forward to it, and he'll be getting a few phone calls back. What a goal! Jeez Louise, y'all will see this in just a second. What a goal! Right there.
Oh.
What a goal!
Wow.
What a goal!
It was like they laid it off Foden. What a goal that is! What's a finish?
Who by?
This is Bodo Glimt just scored again.
Oh, 3-0.
Yeah, 3-0.
Hey yo, Rander's missed, bruv. I thought that was in.
Oh yeah, I'm ahead of you. Yeah, I'm a few seconds ahead of you. Yeah, you'll see the Bodo Glimt goal in a second.
I thought you meant that Rangers. I thought it was in. I thought it was in.
Yes. And we're watching BT Sport, but I'm watching it on the because I'm not
on the
watching
zone
it.
too.
Wait till y'all see this. Yeah. You see it in just a second. This is Bodo Glimt now. And then we part the
I thought Randers scored. And footwork. Right, Odegaard would never do that footwork, by the way. Oh, what a goal!
Plastic pitch, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mate, never in a million years would Odegaard do that.
Yeah.
Oh.
That'll be the excuse. It's a plastic pitch.
Probably, Jez. Yeah, probably.
Guys. Sunday, DJ. We got Man United.
Wow.
Hit a little bit, took Man City apart at the weekend. We
don't.
Yeah, well, right now. You can throw all the form books out the door when it comes to Arsenal, Man United. Don't matter. They're all them games, they're all cup finals. Yeah, it's one of them, our arch rivals, I'd call them. They are the team that we always want to beat, as we do with Liverpool, as we do with our tribal rivals, Spurs. But mate, massive game at the weekend. If we lose that game or draw, that is a fucking bad day out for Arsenal, isn't it?
Yeah, that gives me the ump all month. That gives me the ump of the year. That does. I mean, listen, I know Kenny's like Spurs, but this for me, Arsenal, Man United for me is the one. That's the one I look for right at the beginning of the season. This for me personally, Arsenal, Man United is a game that I just don't want to lose, home or away. We've just got to go and take the game to them, Jez. We've got to get out there. We've got to get in amongst them, and we've got to show that we want to win the Premier League. We can't keep relying on other teams slipping up because eventually that luck will run out. Yep. You have to go and take it and go and prove that you are the team that's going to win this Premier League. And there's no better opportunity than against Manchester United at the Emirates. However, Man United under Carrick, from what I saw last week, they look like they've just kind of woken up on a sandy beach in the middle of the summer with a load of cocktails and pretty women around them. It looks as if they've got a new lease of life overnight. And that's the lift that this guy's given them walking into the door. So they're going to be dangerous. They're going to be dangerous. And I said this earlier. Can you imagine if Carrick beats Manchester City one week and then rocks up at the Emirates and beats us the following week? That interim job then starts to look permanent. So he's going to want to impress. He's going to want to go there and he's going to want to make sure that they do a job. Man United probably, have got nothing to lose. And I don't mean that by the occasion. What I mean by that is that if they lose at the Emirates, they've got plenty of games to pick it up to get in the Champions League, because that's his job now. His job is to get Man United in the Champions League. That's what they're playing for. So they can go to the Emirates. They can, on a shot to nothing, they can turn up and really play well. So it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. What I've seen from Arsenal recently, people say about, the Nottingham Forest game, Jez. The Liverpool game was diabolical. It was absolutely horrendous.
It was.
That second half against Liverpool was horrendous. If we play like that against Manchester United, the way we played second half against Liverpool, they're beating us. And we can, you can go all around the houses and say, oh yeah, but we're at the Emirates, we're unbeaten at the Emirates. We haven't been brilliant. Let's put it that way. We've had moments, but we haven't been brilliant. We've got away with a lot at the Emirates, Wolves, and everything. So it has been, We'll see. We'll see on Sunday. But one thing's for sure: just don't lose that gun. Don't lose that one, because that'll be, that'll really get the podcast going. What's that, Kenny?
Rojo.
Red card for Rodri.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Yeah, 3-1. And he's had 2 yellows in 2 minutes. The second one's harsh as fuck, I can't lie.
Oh dear.
Fuck me.
No, he was a bouncer there, pulling a trunk out of the club. That's a yellow card, mate. He looked like one of the bouncers at the Litton Tree in Honorary Road.
True. Shano, give us your breakdown. Give us your prediction as well.
It's one of those weird ones. United are still United, so you do feel that we've seen this before, where they get a bounce like that and then they turn up and throw out an absolute stinker. I do think their style of play under Carrick, from what I've seen, could trouble us. For me, if I was Carrick, I'd just spend a week training defending set pieces. That'd be it. That'd be the whole training, defend set pieces. Leave 3 players forward every time Arsenal get a corner and protect your goalkeeper, and you should be okay. But I don't think we'll lose. I think I wouldn't be stunned to see a draw. I wouldn't even be surprised to see a draw. But City can have a stinker all they want now. They're still going to qualify out of the Champions League. It doesn't really make a difference. They'll have Gahey in the team for Wolves. They just need to. I still think, funnily enough, even with City the way they're playing, I still think they have more of a chance of stringing 6 wins together than we do. Honestly, I just think that we have the way we're playing is just getting it. Like I said to the lads, if you look at coming into December, we were 7 points ahead of City. Now they've fallen off. Everybody's saying they're destroyed. Pep has to go. Worst City team I've ever seen. They were 7 points behind us. They're still 7 points behind us a month and a half later. So we've had the exact same form as them. It's just been spread out differently. But as for United, it's always a tough game. It's United. If I had to put money on who'd win, I'd say us. But I'm not confident. I'm not overly confident. I think they could do us damage, and a draw at this point. If we do lose this league, it'll be true draws. If you look at Serie A, Inter are top. They've lost 4. Milan are second. They've lost 1. They've just drawn a bucket load of games. So if they string a few wins together and I'll put it to you this way before I finish. If we don't win and they win, Ellen Road looks like an absolute nightmare at the end of the month. Like, that looks like one of the toughest games on a play, which it is going to be anyway. But to give you a prediction, I'll say 2-1 Arsenal.
Okay, I've gone 1-1.
Yeah, I've got 1-1.
Lee, me old mate, give us your breakdown on it. I mean, it's a massive game, isn't it? Really, it's one game I never like to lose. Give me your opinion, mate, and your score prediction.
Yeah, biggest game of the season. They are our rivals. And it's not going to be easy. Yeah, although we have only dropped points in 2 games at home this season. That was to Man City and Liverpool. But now, obviously, the fact that they've come off of the back of slapping up Man City, although I'm watching this Bodo Glimt game. They've just had another goal disallowed. The bar a minute before that. Yeah, they're still attacking. We drew with this team, by the way.
Yeah,
Just let you know, we drew with this lot. Yeah,
Mm.
just let you know. But yeah, Man United rapid on the counter attack, and Carrick, yeah, he got them playing sick football at the weekend. That's the best they've played for years. So I don't know, man. I'm glad that we've rested a few of the players tonight because we're going to need them in that game. Yeah.
True.
Fingers crossed Wolves get a result against Man City, and judging off of this, mate, I think anyone can at the minute. This is mad. And Villa are at Newcastle. So this could be a big game for us in terms of finishing the title off, because if we beat Man United, then them two go and drop points. I think it's done. Or thereabouts done. But I want to see a great performance. I think it's got draw written all over it personally, because this manager's going to set up like a coward, like he always does. Yeah, and he'll sit back and just hope that we can nick a corner or something. He'll be petrified of Mbeumo on the break, Cunha on the break, and Zesco if he starts. He'll be petrified of that. He'll be petrified of Bruno counter-attacking as well. Yeah, so obviously they got Casemiro in midfield. He's been playing well recently anyway, even before Carrick came in. So this ain't easy, man. They got Ahmad as well. They got some good players, man. Yeah, and it's all fun and games laughing at Man United, but ultimately they always end up fucking sacking their managers. Yeah, so since Fergie's left anyway. So if we dare get embarrassed in that game, mate, I'll be seething. So he's got to get saying, yeah, if we end up getting a draw and the other two go on and win, like Shane said, that Leeds game's looking a little bit tricky. But I don't know, man. I'm not so sure Villa get a result against Newcastle, but Man City should be beating Wolves. Let's just be real with it.
Yeah.
But they should be beating Bodo Glimt, and they're getting walloped quite comfortably as well. Like, it's absolutely embarrassing watching this. This ain't City.
You know what it is, Lee? What I tell you all the time, teams that play, these other teams play with the ball on the floor.
Yeah, and they're playing quick, Matty.
Yeah, the ball's on the floor, move it across.
1-2 touch football, and they're shooting from range.
Yep.
And that's the thing, yeah. Man United were doing that at the weekend against City and rips them apart. Yeah, we want to play slow, methodical, robotic football. If we do that against Man United, yeah, and let's not forget, yeah, Harry Maguire can score off a corner.
Yeah, I was thinking about that today.
Yep.
Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? It's not going to be easy. I'm going 1-1. Hopefully we win, but I'd say it's got draw written all over it.
Yeah, I'm going 1-1.
I've gone 1-1. I was just looking 5 minutes ago where Bodo is. It's in the Arctic Circle.
Yeah, it's freezing there, Jay. It's about -15.
Fuck that.
Yeah, I was saying to you, there's a lad that lives a couple of blocks away from me, old boy. Yeah, Harry, his name is. Yeah, he supports this mob. Their stadium's beautiful.
Jesus Christ.
Absolutely stunning. Yeah, he was saying to me, he goes, because they played Tottenham as well, didn't they, in this Champions League?
Yeah.
I think they got a result against them as well, didn't they?
Yeah.
No, true.
Yeah.
True, yeah.
I thought they got a
How
result.
can you play football in -15?
They used to it.
Especially all these fucking big time Charlies with their paper tin boots, man. They're probably, I just want to get off the pitch. They probably just don't even want to be there.
I bet they're actually froze. Well, yeah, you're probably right, mate. They're probably anyway. Kenny, Man United. Yeah, I mean, come on, we've all seen loads of open games. We know what they can do.
I think
even the shit, mate, they can beat us.
Yeah, because Man United are up for every. Man United still think they're they are the biggest club in the country. There's no doubt about that. But they still think that they should be winning titles. So they always put a show on when they play the big boys: Liverpool, Arsenal, Tottenham, Newcastle beat them, and of course, Man City. But thing with Man City, Arsenal got to be very, very. I know Man City. Man United are going to play one way. They're going to Dogu's going to be very important for them. So is Ahmad. Dogu on the left, Ahmad on the right. They're not going to stop bombing down, bombing forward. Quick feet, good on the ball. Dogu's going to be trying to put those crosses in. And Bomo's definitely playing as well. He'll probably be playing through the middle because of his pace and his ability, his quick feet and his ability to create something out of nothing. Because Šeško, unfortunately, can't hold the ball up yet. He's not fit. The ball never sticks to Šeško, and they can't afford it against Arsenal. And then in midfield, they're going to try and give Casemiro and Mainu protection and let Fernandes just bomb forward. But I think Arsenal, we need to go after Casemiro and Mainu, because don't give them time on the ball. You give them time on the ball, then it's going to be very difficult, because they're going to just release their runners, Dogu and Ahmad, and then Fernandes is going to start making runs straight into our box and trying to create things. In terms of Luke Shaw as well, don't give him any time on the ball, and Dalot just go after him. But Harry Maguire is going to play alongside. I think he's definitely playing that game. I think he's going to play.
Yeah,
probably be Heaven or
Yoro.
Lisandro Martinez. Lisandro Martinez.
Martinez. Yeah, Martinez is playing because he's good in the ball. So, and he's a good man marker. So he's definitely going to play that. But the thing is, from their set pieces, you've got to watch Maguire. He's so obvious what he does, and no one picks him up. He's going to wait, and come around the back post, and then make his run from there. He's very much like Gabriel Magalhaes. In fact, they're clones of each other when it comes to getting those chances at set pieces. It's going to be kind of a set piece game, but I do think that if Arsenal start fast and score early, we win this. We wrap this game up. But if we don't, and it gets to like the business end of the season, it's going to be just hoping we have a dive, Saka dives again, they get a penalty, we get a penalty, or we have a set piece. But I think it's going to be 1-0 Arsenal on the basis of just maybe a set piece or a penalty.
True. Yeah, fair play. Matty, we all love the Arsenal Man United games, home and away, game of the season. For me, they are our arch rivals. What do you think, mate, and your match prediction on it?
I feel like this is a massive game. It's one of the games I look forward to every year. I have a circle. I've got a good buddy of mine, a real close friend of mine, that's a United fan. And for the first time in about a year, so he's actually talking trash. I hadn't had that happen in a while. So he's thought he forgot about me, man. I hadn't heard that much trash talk from him. But he's feeling confident. And I'll tell you what, the one thing that just worries me about this game is the fact that we struggle with teams that play quick, fast, and the ball on the floor. And when I saw that last weekend against City, I said, well, Carrick's going back to the old school way of playing. And so we're going to have to go out, as Kenny said, we're going to have to score early. And I think that'll settle down some nerves. But if they score early, then I expected all hell's going to start breaking loose here. And I just think that the manager's got to come out with we've played Liverpool, got nothing. We played this past weekend and got nothing. And we're going to have to come out and we've got to get something this weekend. There's no draw this weekend. There's no draw. We've got to find a way to win this game. Now, I'm thinking it's going to probably end up being a draw, but they have to go out there and find 3 points somewhere or another this weekend. And I was talking to DJ this morning, and we were talking about once we get past this, we still got about 5 games. There's still about 5 or 6 games there that are banana skin later on throughout the year. But for right now, to stop the rot, we need to get 3 points against Manchester United, and we need to try to get much ground as we can get, because at some point here, the games are starting to become fewer and fewer. You're not going to get these points that you drop. So nothing short of a win this weekend, and if we don't win this weekend, you're already starting to see top Gooners run around. They're questioning, they're looking, they're asking questions. They're going to start asking more questions. And before you know it, we'll be on our way into February in about 2 weeks. Like I said, the times are the season's starting to roll on towards the end. And then in 2 weeks, I think it's 2 weeks, you got Chelsea coming to the carpet. So, I mean, we got a lot of football. There's a lot of decisions to be made here in the next couple of weeks. And I would like to at least try to get, if we're going to try to go for this, get this title over with, get it over with ASAP. So we'll see. We shall see, fellas. But I'm going to go 1-1 this weekend. And we'll probably get a set piece goal, and they'll probably get a goal from open play.
There's a lot of a few of us have gone for a draw. That's interesting. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this up because we want to get off and get ready to watch the game. DJB, my friend, what you got coming up, mate?
I'm going to watch the game tonight. Got the mingle with Norski tomorrow, and Thursday Kenny Ken, and then Sunday. Got the sit back session on Sunday. So all good, man. All good. Thanks for having me on, Jez. Always a pleasure. Shane, Lee, Matty, Kenny. It's been a brilliant panel. Enjoyed the show tonight. Really good. Come on, you Gunners, tonight and Sunday. Let's hope we can get a win-win.
Let's hope for it, mate. Shano, shout it out, mate. Shout it out. What you got coming up? You got the breakfast tomorrow morning. Probably a lot of things to talk about tomorrow morning.
Yeah. We'll see how it goes at the Full Irish tomorrow. Then Thursday, obviously, is the bruised banana, and then we'll have a match reaction tonight. So that'll be the most recent one. We'll be the match reaction tonight, straight after the final whistle. Me and Views will do a lethal reaction, and then move from there. But cheers for having me on. Big up to the panel and the legends in the chat.
Big up, mate. Big up. I've got a super chat. I'll do it right at the end, Scott. I'm going to get through. Lee, you'll be jumping over soon to do the watch along with Matty and Ola. Thanks for coming on, my friend. Always a pleasure. And I'm fucking watching. I don't know how you put up with some of the shit you get. I really don't. Big up, man. Shout out what you got coming up, my friend.
Words on the screen, Jez. Fuck it. Ivan Tony scored a hat trick tonight, by the way. Ain't had an attitude problem in Saudi, is he? They're up to second now. 4 points off the top. Just saying. Current Champions League winners in that part of the world. Just saying. And current cup winners. Oh, okay, cool. Anyway, I'm going live straight after this. Then fan cams, emergency meeting. Yeah, man. So busy night. Hopefully we get a win tonight. Not really too arsed either way. And then obviously the big game is at the weekend. So this is a bit of a chore, but because it is, we will be there anyway, regardless. I've only ever missed, I'd say one game and 80% of another game. One was the Leicester game where I munched on too many gummies. Mate, you remember that? And then
that was one of the funniest stories you've ever told me.
I can't believe I did it, man. And then Wolves game when Pepe scored off the bench, cut way back. So they're the only two watch-alongs I've ever missed since I started doing them. So we will be there. That's what we do. And Matty, Ola, you need to keep us buzzed up. We all need to keep each other buzzed up because this is going to be boring, mate. It's not going to be like this City game, by the way. This City game's mad. But Jez, thanks for having me on, man. Big up DJ, Shane, Kenny, chat.
Big up, Lee.
Always
appreciate you, man.
Always, my friend. Kenny Ken, shout your Insta stuff out, my friend.
Yeah, my Instagram's at Kenny Ken 1972. Like I said, everyone, there's alleged sports news about a certain family from Leytonstone in East London.
Oh,
apparently, their son's made an announcement. I like to say I give a monkeys, but I don't because I'm a football fan.
we know. Yeah, I mean, didn't make it at Arsenal Academy, did he?
No, not at all. Not at all. He likes cooking, though. He likes cooking.
Apparently, looks like shit though. What I've seen him cook up.
I don't know, mate. I don't know.
Dog shit.
Is he still making that sauce that he's trying to sell us? Is it still in? Is it still in production?
Did you see the comment from Gordon Ramsay?
No, well, he actually used to play. He tells everyone he used to play for Rangers.
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
I wouldn't. It was about his cooking actually, but don't worry about it. Let's put it that way. He wasn't very impressed. But yeah, there we go. Matty, shout your channel out, mate. You're on Twitch now, as along with Lee, isn't it? You're on Twitch now.
Yeah, man. Got set up a Twitch channel. Me and Lee will be doing some watch-alongs over there, doing breaking down this film and just enjoying football stuff that we can't do on YouTube. And we just sit around just watching old highlights and watching proper football, So yeah, Southern Gooner on Twitch, Southern Gooner here on YouTube, and in about 30 minutes here, be me and Lee and Ola be trying to keep each other awoke.
Yeah,
and we'll see what happens here. So But looking for a win, but we'll see what we get tonight. So I think everybody's eyes are on this weekend.
That's the big one, mate. That's the big one. Scott, we're not going to get a chance to answer this, mate, but thank you for your super chat. Big up the legendary panel. If you could pick 3 realistic signings for the summer, who would it be? Anybody want to throw a name in?
Hansi Flick, Luis
Hansi
Enrique,
Flick.
Mateus
I
Giselle.
do the same thing.
I was just going to say, just going to bring off the manager. Zinedine Zidane, Flick, someone like
The
that.
Barca are meant to be looking at him. We'll swap. No problem. We'll take
Yes, I've got to go
Flick.
literally right this second, mate. Yeah. Bless up for having me on. Thank you, mate. Big up,
Big
chat.
up, Lee.
Laters.
Take
Take care.
care.
I'll be live in a minute, yeah?
Yeah.
Let's go over Raid Lee's show in a minute. Anybody else got one?
I don't know.
Realistic signing.
It's hard to get excited for any, especially attacking signings under this guy. Because you know,
That's the thing, Shane. It's like if you come up with an attacking player, he's not going to flourish here.
Simeone, Enrique, people are coming up with.
Conte.
A creative midfielder of some
Alvarez.
Sit on the bench next to Eze? Nah, no point.
Yeah, they're like,
Morgan
I
Rogers,
don't
I'd
know.
like to think, but not under this manager.
No.
I don't want
How much-
this manager to have any more money.
how much do you think Odegaard be worth in the open market?
Probably
I'd say
30 million.
Saudi would get a
30
bit.
million.
Saudi would get a bit.
About 30
There's no
million.
big
30
team that would take him, Kenny.
It's not-
Nobody
About
better
30
than us will take him. There's no
About-
club better than us that would take him.
32 at the most.
Three
Good.
names there. Elliot Anderson, Tosin,
Nico Paz, he is a baller, but he's going to Madrid.
Paz. All right, people, we're going to wrap it up. Get out of here. I want to get something to eat before the game starts. DJ, Shane, Kenny, Matty, always a pleasure. Great panel tonight. Facts spoken, no bullshit like on certain channels. We're going to get out of here, people. Look after yourselves. Enjoy the game. And we'll all talk before the game the weekend. See you later.